and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we are taking another cheeky look at Elrun. It's had a fantastic week, Chris, and we're going to get into a little bit of what's been going on the Elrun to USD charts. We're going to have a look at it on the daily, the 4 hourly, the 1 hourly, and we're going to go through and see what's happening here and why it is doing so well. We've seen all-time highs set again today, Chris, and it's just absolutely fantastic to see.
Yeah, going from strength to strength, it was a must that we did a video on this one today. We couldn't possibly leave it out. It's doing fantastic, isn't it?
It really is, yeah, absolutely. So guys, if you do find this video useful, informative, go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it, I really appreciate it, and I like to think that you appreciate it too. And as always, if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, Chris, with all that said and done and out of the way, let's jump on over to the desktop and take a look at this fantastic project.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so a bit of breaking news, I guess, Chris, where we've seen some significant growth on Elrun, right, in the last 7 days alone. But even then, I think it was the 29th of January, Elrun for the first time hit $1 billion market cap, right? And here we are 7 days later, a little over 7 days, really, and we've hit $2 billion market cap in such a short space of time. So things have really heated up nicely. It's doubled in value within 7 days, and we've kind of took out all of the former price points on eGold, right, and the Elrun project. So when we were down here, we got in, I think must have been about maybe about $20 or so. Yes, yeah, lower than that, somewhere around here, around $18 to $20 in this kind of zone, guys. So we've got in the project down here, right? So we had a Fibonacci retracement set on there. We could see that we had a $42 target, a $63 target, an $83 target, a $96 target. And it basically just soared straight through all of them very quickly. So what we've done today is actually go ahead and adjusted our Fibonacci retracement. I've applied that here, so we have the low level now of the 2nd of February and the high level of today. Okay, and that came in at $133.44. Okay, so this is showing us quite a significant amount of growth, and obviously so, because we've pretty much added $1 billion to the market cap. So on this chart, we can see this fantastic motion to the upside that's kind of been running since the 24th of January. There was a little bit of sideways trading over here happening for a few days, and then we really just went off to the moon. So from a volume point of view, you can see the last, I guess, several days worth of volume has just been increasing sharply, and today has seen a significant rise on the volume. It's pretty much double, looking at it here, than it was the day previously. So volume's going through the roof at the minute, Chris. And this thing obviously has a low capacity anyway, right? It's only 21 million in circulating, well, it's not even circulating supply, it's in supply. So let's just actually bring up the supply values here for eGold and the Elrun project, right? So there's actually 16.9 million in circulating supply. Total supply is 21.1 million, with 31.4 million being the maximum supply, 10 million being distributed as rewards. Okay, so very low capacity here on the number of tokens in supply. Also, it doesn't take a huge amount of market cap to really get that price popping, which is what you see today. Well, you've seen it all year long so far, really. So MACD is incredibly positive. It's following the fantastic moves that have happened here on the RSI. The RSI now is currently at about 93, which is very high, as overbought, as in people just keep buying it up. There's very little selling pressure here. It's just constantly being purchased, which is fantastic. And I think that's going to be a pattern that we're going to see repeating itself constantly, Chris.
Yeah, for me, like, I mentioned this in the Telegram group this morning. I'm looking at this, and call me crazy, but I'm still looking at it thinking it's undervalued, like super undervalued still. Would I be happy to still buy at this price? Yes, yes I would. I think, it's, and I've said this before, not that I condone steroids or the use of steroids, but it is Bitcoin on steroids. Fantastic tech. yeah, it just looks like an all-round great project, and we have been banging on about it for a long time, telling people go do your research on this one, because you don't want to miss out on this one. We do think it's a good opportunity. Obviously not financial advice, that's why I was saying go do your research.
Yeah, you have to do your research on this one. It's absolutely amazing project, as you say, fantastic tech, and couple that technology with with tokenomics, the way they have it set up is a recipe to see some significant profits over the next few years for sure. So today's going to be this year, 2021, is going to be an amazing year, but long term for eGold, I think it's going to be amazing. I'm not selling, I am only buying. I don't think I'm going to sell eGold this year at all. And I'm expecting it to go up towards $500 as well. So even if it gets there, I'm not selling. I'm just going to be buying this thing for as long as I can. So let's pull this down into a 4-hourly view, Chris, and see what's actually going on here with a little bit more of a granular look. So we can see obviously the fantastic move up from this low level here all the way up to our high level. Now, what we haven't yet seen is actually a retracement. So I don't know if that's the high level here is actually the high level. Okay, if that makes sense, because it might actually continue going up. What we need is a bit of a cooling sideways trading like this on the daily chart to give us a bit of an indication that there's going to be a retracement. Until you see a retracement, the Fibonacci retracement itself, this indicator isn't going to be really indicating too much, because we need to come down to one of 3 areas on this Fibonacci, right? It's going to be the 618, the 0.5, or the 382 level, right? That's where you're going to be retracing to. But at the moment, this chart does not show us any any thoughts or consideration towards retracements. It just continues to go up. So until we start actually reaching the top, we don't necessarily know where this retracement, Fibonacci retracement indicator should be placed. So it's just a placeholder for now, and it's got some price targets attached to it, and we'll go through those in a moment. But let's just review this 4-hourly chart. Here we can see the pullback most recently on this wick. So you can see the wick reached the top end, and it's come back a little bit from that higher level. So a little bit of selling's happened, but not too much. The volume's also gone up massively over the 4-hour period here. You can just see how this really ramped up nicely. The MACD is the MACD. It's following the RSI, and the RSI is still incredibly high. On this 4-hourly chart, it's sitting at 90. So definitely overbought. It's been overbought for quite some time, and it remains overbought as well. So let's pull this down into our 1-hourly view. Our 1-hourly view shows us a bit of a candle coming to the downside. That is actually starting to correct our RSI, right? So we can do this. We can see the move down here from 50 up to our higher level here of 80, right? This whole section on this RSI, after we had that switch, really drove things further forward. That low level is this one here, and recently this pump to this section shows us the high up here. Most recently it's had a bit of a pullback on this RSI. That is indicating of this 1-hourly candle here, with the wick pushing down, but actually more buying pressure has kicked in. We can see the volume still going up over time, right? So our hourly view here, the volumes are still going up. There's been a little bit of selling pressure most recently in the last hour, but this volume could still continue to go up. If the volume goes up and it all becomes selling pressure, then we could start to see a massive correction on this RSI, which will correct our MACD, which will obviously pull the price back down. Now, in an ideal world, what we want is actually to have the volume decreasing, so that we can potentially retest this area here, for example, on this Fibonacci. By having the volumes coming down, that would correct our RSI to a level where we could get ready to go up again to take on the next price discovery. So on this chart, Chris, the volumes are looking very, very strong, and we are currently overbought on the RSI. MACD is incredibly bullish, volumes are bullish, but we need to obviously just make sure that we do not do too much price damaging on the eGold token here. So if we trade sideways, that's okay. That will allow us to still correct this RSI. If the volumes continue to go up, then we're going to stay up here overbought for a while, unless that's a lot of selling pressure that kicks in here, which I don't think is going to happen because we can already see that huge wick forming here and the thing's starting to push back up. So everything's actually looking really, really tidy here on this chart, Chris. So what we're going to do is we're going to just review the price targets, right? Because now we've reset this Fibonacci, we have a new price target. The first price target that we're looking for is $177.08. Okay, that's the first price target, and I imagine that's going to happen very quickly. Now we've got some momentum like this, guys. These price targets are going to be mopped up pretty quickly. We can just see the size of this candle and how much movement this has had in the last 5 days or so. It was down here at $60 and now it's up here at $120. It doubled in price. Okay, and we're going to start seeing some serious money rolled into this project after such significant growth in the last 7 days. So we're going to see that second price target, Chris, is $247.71. So a significant price discovery still on the cards here. After that, we're looking at $318.34. And then at the top end of this Fibonacci at the moment, we have an indication here saying that we could see $361.99. So for eGold, Chris, and Elrun project, the price is it's got some serious price targets that are now being shown within our Fibonacci extension levels, and I don't even know if this is the top yet. So we could still push these things much higher. I still firmly believe that we're going to see somewhere between $400 and $500 eGold and Elrun token this year in 2021. But long term, I think we're going to see some serious growth on this project.
Yeah, I think this one was a real gem, a real find, and yeah, it's doing fantastic.
It really is. So guys, if you have found this video useful, informative, do go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I like to think that you appreciate it too. And if by chance you're still not subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all that said and done, we hope you have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.